not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. In behavior as becometh holiness, the aged women uh, are to be reverent in their behavior, not false accusers, that is, not gossips, and not given to much wine, or not drunkards. Teachers of good things, the older women are to teach the younger one, and that's what we're going to see in verse 4, that they may teach the younger women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. Titus chapter 2, verses 4 through 5 and 5. Keepers at home means they are to be workers at home. I may get in trouble here, but I must say this. A wife's first responsibility is in her home. The home is not a playpen, it is a serious responsibility to be a wife and to take care um, for children in the home. It is not something to be taken lightly. I am confident that Paul would never have approved of the women's lib movement. I will stick my neck out even further and say that I am opposed to it. I think it's wrong. I believe that a woman wants to be treated like a woman and not like a man. I was in a large business establishment recently where there were 50 stenographers, and from what I heard, they were really promoting women's lib in that office. I agree that women should be promoted according to their ability and paid according to their ability. But I noticed when we came to get on the elevator, the ladies felt like they could get on first. I let them do that because I was taught to do so. If these women really want equality in every way, they should not be working just in offices, but they should also take work as ditch diggers. However, I am convinced that that is not really what they want. My friend, the biggest and most important business in the world is the making of a home. Good means kindly, obedient to their husbands. The idea of obedience here is that a woman should respond to their husband. Paul uses the same Greek word in Romans chapter 8 and verse 7, where it is translated subject. He says there because carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. Paul's thought is that the natural man cannot respond to God. Let me mark this real quick. Paul's thought is that the natural man cannot respond to God. He cannot obey God. He has no way to respond to God. Now, the wife is to respond to her husband. He is the aggressor, and she is to respond to him. A great big uh, brawny fellow once came to see me in my office, and he said, "I want you to talk to my wife and tell her to obey me." I told him I would do nothing of the kind, and he asked me why. I said, "When's the last time you told your wife that you loved her?" He couldn't remember and said, "What was that got to do with it?" I told him, "That has everything in the world to do with it. Until you tell her that you love her, I don't see why she should respond to you. Didn't you tell her you loved her when you were courting? Well, just keep that up. And the thing to do is to just keep up the courtship. You keep telling her that you love her, and she will respond to you a great deal better than she has been. The wife is to respond to the love of her husband." And that concludes that section.